Are you tired of losing games with Terizla? Simply because you still get easily melted despite Terizla having a tanky passive? If that's the case, then this video is definitely for you. Welcome to the first episode of Hidden Gems in MLBB, where I show you underrated strats that might help you when ranking up. And in this video, we'll be talking about Terizla plus tank emblem combo with the talent Tenacity. Now let's get started. We'll set the emblem like this. Both physical or magical defense are maxed, then pick the first talent. It's fine if you don't have your tank emblem level maxed. You'll only need about level 30 to get the first row maxed, since compared to the second row, it's more useful early game. The spotlight of this strategy is the first talent anyway, since every time your HP drops to 40% you get 35 physical and magic defense, which synergies with Terizla's passive, which gives him 1% damage reduction every time his HP drops by 2.5%, and it capped to 30%, which means you only get Terizla's passive to full potential if you have 25% HP, and with the help of Tenacity, you can utilize your passive more than usual. Just in case that sounded confusing to you, here's a summary. When having the talent Tenacity, every time your HP drops to 40%, you get insanely tanky, even in early game when everyone have no items. These are the items I recommend. Anti-magical, if the enemies have more magical damage. Anti-physical, if the enemies have more physical damage. Balanced, if the enemy have magic damage dealer, while also having a physical damage dealer. You can switch the places of the last two items if necessary. The first three items being HP items helps Terizla sustain more, since your emblem and passive is already enough for defense. And the last two items is simply just to improve his survivability even more in the late game. I also recommend having the middle item set by default, since most enemies in the EXP lane are physical damage dealer. And that's all there is to it. Pretty simple, right? Now to convince you even more, here are some highlights of me using it in game. By the way, in the drafting phase, you can pick the emblem, depending on the enemy you think you'll face a lot. For example, here I'll be going in the EXP lane and I'll be facing Badang, so since I already have the maxed physical, by default, I don't need to change it. Now back to the highlights.